Where your treasure is, there also will your heart be. Today's gospel reading is a call to interiority. Jesus invites his disciples to examine the status of their hearts. From a Jewish or biblical perspective, the heart, leb in Hebrew, is not just the seat of emotions and passions. It is the center of one's inner being. It refers to the whole person. In this passage, Jesus speaks about finding our direction in life. Every now and then, we have to sincerely ask ourselves this formidable question: where is my life headed? What is the orientation of my heart? Undeniably, there are times when we lose sight of the bigger picture. We focus on the temporal, not on what is eternal. We become attached to material possessions so that we no longer notice our deep longing for God and our call to be a blessing to others. As we reflect on today's gospel reading, let us be reminded of the fact that material things can break or get lost in time. Fame and power gradually fade away. But there is something that lasts forever, and that's the love of God that is poured into our hearts. The love of God that we need to treasure and at the same time share with others. The great Carmelite mystic, St. John of the Cross, succinctly tells us, in the evening of life, it is true, we will be judged on love alone, on how much our life was devoted to loving God and neighbor. My dear friends, let us learn to look beyond what we can see. Let us look beyond the temporary, fleeting allure of earthly possessions and focus instead on the lasting, incorruptible riches of heaven. May the words of Jesus in today's gospel serve as a gentle reminder and warning to us all. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and decay destroy, and thieves break in and steal. Several years ago, I accompanied a Jesuit priest in visiting an elderly person who was known for her charity and piety. The priest told me that the woman we met sponsored the meals for all the volunteers during the whole duration of the International Eucharistic Congress in 2016. I was moved by the fact that she did not want her name to be published or known as one of the sponsors during the said event. When we bade goodbye to this woman, I took the opportunity to thank her for her generosity. She simply said, "Father, I ask the Lord to allow me to build my eternal home while I still have the time." My dear friends, let us find our true security not in the material things we possess, but in the Lord who empowers us to give, share, and make a positive impact on the lives of others. Today, Jesus is not saying that having possessions is evil, but putting our absolute trust in them. Orienting our lives around them and measuring our worth by them is spiritually dangerous. Having money is not evil per se. It's our attachment to it that can lead us astray. St. Paul tells us in 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, the love of money is the root of all evil. The moment we are totally consumed by earthly treasures, we become selfish and even come to a point of exploiting others, especially the poor and the most vulnerable. We end up losing sight of God as our ultimate end and treasure. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Let us therefore refocus our eyes on Christ. Let's ask for that light, that we may learn to see and value the things that truly matter in life. While we have time, let us do whatever it takes to grow in the virtues of charity, mercy, justice, service, kindness, and generosity. These are the kinds of riches that never corrode. These are the only treasures that we can carry with us as we stand before God, who will judge each of us accordingly.